I was working as an executive chef. My husband had passed away. We had a nice apartment. I remained in the apartment and I remained working, but my substance abuse just kept getting worse and worse throughout the years, and finally I hit my rock bottom. I lost my job and I became homeless then. When I realized I was homeless, I was actually, I was suffering from major depression too, that I wasn't aware of at the time. And before I became homeless, I had attempted suicide a couple of times. I was able to get the therapy I needed and the medication that I needed to take care of the chemical imbalance. And, I was able to move on and, feel better about myself and be able to support myself again. Once I did find out the services, it was like a complete turnaround for me. The depression, and, I don't suffer so much from the depression. I don't feel like drinking. I don't feel like using any drugs. And I hold my head up high because, what I do for work does help people. I got some housing about 3 years ago, and I was offered a job here to work as a house manager. It was great to have a place to call home, my own. It is, it's a sense of, security, and I knew I was safe, which was the main thing for me. And plus the incentive of, having that home, it gave me more incentive to, to live my life better, go to work and be productive and, do the things that, you're supposed to do, to turn your life around. In my other job at the Worcester County Food Bank, I'm very pleased to be able to help children, feed children who are hungry. It's really rewarding to be able to give back to the community, what the community's given to me. My life here is great. I really enjoy living here. It is a beautiful place to live. It's a nice, quiet neighborhood. What really helped me was having a home. I didn't have to weight over my head thinking, what am I going to do? Where am I going to sleep the next day? What am I going to do about, my asthma, if I have an attack? And, and the depression was a major part that, needed healing. And it was a major part of not having a home made me even more depressed. So with the services blended together and having a nice home to live in, it was a big weight lifted off me. So I was able to start focusing on, working and doing better things and trying to help out other people.